Good evening, students. Today in this lecture I'll discuss about the hypothesis concept on proportions. What is meant by a proportion and the difference between proportion and a sample. Sample means selecting few items by counting is called a sample. It may be a large sample or a small sample, depends upon the size. Proportion means what? A large sample of size and is taken from a normal population. A normal population. Normal population means what? The random variable is normal. It is following the normal distribution. To test the significant difference between the sample proportion small p and the population proportion capital P, we can use a test statistic. Capital Z is given by small p minus capital P by root over the standard error PQ by N, where N is the sample size. The difference between the proportion and the sample is sample will be selecting from the population. Here proportion will be selecting from a normal population. That is the condition. Normal population means what? The random variable will be distributed like a normal distribution. Capital X with the standard normal variate capital Z. All values will be applicable. The sampling distribution in the sample data for population, there we are used x bar minus mu by that standard error sigma we are used. Here proportions we are using, and whatever the concept we are used for sample data, the same concept will be implemented for proportions also. There is a confidence interval, there is a 5% confidence interval, limits for population proportion, confidence interval for proportion for large sample at alpha level of significance. Level of significance may be 1% or 5% generally. These are the confidence interval. This quantity is called the standard error. This quantity Z alpha by 2 into root PQ by N is called the standard error. Remember in proportions, and this quantity is called the standard error. This is called the total. Z alpha by 2 into root PQ by N is called the total possible error. This is the quantity root PQ by N is called the standard error. The confidence limits with the associated critical value. Z alpha by 2 is 1.96 for 95% confidence. Z alpha by 2 is 2.33 for 98% confidence, and Z alpha by 2 is 2.58 for 99%. I am talking about the two-tailed test. Alpha by 2 will come into consideration for a two-tailed test. And here the example is the basic formula. Z is equal to small p minus capital P by root PQ by N. Right? First example 1, you can see a manufacturer claimed that at least 95% of the equipment which he supplied to a factory conformed to specifications. An examination of a sample of 200 pieces of equipment revealed that 18 were faulty. Test his claim at 5% level of significance. What is the sample size is here? 200. Number of pieces conforming to specification 200 minus 18, 182. Means he selected 18 are selected 18 are faulty. How many are good quality items? 182. So small p, proportion of pieces conforming to specifications. How much? 0.91. Means what? 91%. According to the population proportion, how much? 95%. 0.95. Now we have to take the null hypothesis. This is the sample proportion small p, and capital P is the population proportion. Now you can have a clear idea about the sample and proportion, the difference between sample and proportion. Right? Here what we are doing? We are selecting some items from normal population. So null hypothesis H0, the proportion of pieces conforming to specifications, that is capital P is equal 95%. That is always we have to protect the company claim in null hypothesis. The alternative test is, and what is the, why we are selecting a right tail test here? Test his claim at 5% level of significance. Means what? 95% and above items are in good quality, then company claim will be satisfied. So alternative hypothesis means what? Less than 95% of the items. Less than 95% items are faulty, then we can say that it is a against to H0. Up to 95% and above it will be protected. That is, manufacturer claim is correct. That is why we are taking a less than type. Right now, he is given 95% of the equipment which is supplied to a factory conform to specifications. Means 96, 97 also it will be protected. So that with the test statistic formula, how much we are obtained? The calculated value minus 2.59, right? The absolute value is 2.59. Since alternative hypothesis is left tailed, the tabulated value of Z at 5% level is 1.64. So calculated value once again less than the tabular value, reject the null hypothesis. That is, the company's claim is wrong. So that H1 will be the correct. What is H1? The proportion of pieces conforming to specifications is less than 0.95. 95% below quality, low quality. 95% below quality items are there, so that we can accept H1. We reject H0. These are the problems related to proportions. In a sample of 1000 people, this sample we are selecting from normal population, 1000 people. Again, selecting few people into consideration. In Karnataka, 540 are rice eaters. See how the proportion is coming. From a normal population, we are selecting 1000 people, bunch of people. Again, we are segregating. Means what? Whether they are rice eater, they are wheat eaters, etc. A proportion will come into picture. In the earlier problems only, we are selected from a population few of the items, only few items. It may be less than 30 small sample, greater than 30 large sample. Here, first we are selecting a bunch of items, 1000 people. Again, there is a classification will come into picture. So a proportion will come into picture. 540 are rice eaters and the rest are wheat eaters. Can we assume that both rice and wheat eaters are equally popular in this state, in Karnataka, with 1% level of significance? How much size? Sample size 1000. So that sample proportion rice eaters 0.54. Population proportion of rice eaters is always equally likely. Rice eaters and wheat eaters, capital P is equal 0.5. Automatically capital P plus capital Q is always 1. Equally likely the chances 0.5. So null hypothesis, how I have to construct? I have to construct the null hypothesis. It always protects the problem statement. What is the statement? Rice eaters, wheat eaters are equal. So that is how we have to construct the null hypothesis. Both rice and wheat eaters are equally popular in the state of Karnataka. The alternative hypothesis H1, capital P is not equals to 0.5. Not equals to means what? What is the meaning of that? It may be less than 0.5 or greater than 0.5. Means what? They are not equal. Rice eaters and wheat eaters are not equal. Means what? It may be less than 0.5 is allowed. 0.5 above 0.5 is also allowed. In the earlier problem, quality we are discussing. 95% below. So it is a right tail test. We are what kind of test we are taken? In the first problem, we are taken less than type. We are taken a left tail test. We are less than left tail, greater than right tail test we have to take. So here the calculations point of view, small p minus capital P by standard error root PQ by n is 2.532. Test statistic. The calculated value is 2.532 and the tabular value of the normal distribution at 1% level of significance, the two-tailed test is 2.53. So 2.5 equally popular at 1% level of significance. So that calculated value less than tabulated value, because the tabulated value is 2.59, it seems 2.58. 2.58. Verify from your table, normal distribution table, it is 2.58. Please verify this one. 2.58. Yeah, taking a highlighter. 2.58. So that could be the reason that wheat eaters and rice eaters are equally popular in the state of Karnataka. So null hypothesis will be accepted here. Yeah. In example number 3, in a big city, 325 men out of 600 men were found to be smokers. Does this information support the conclusion that the majority of men in this city are smokers? So here, from a population, of normally distributed population, we are selecting 600 people. Again, we are subclassification is going on. So it is this is the problem related to proportion. So what is the proportion? Small p is 325 by 600. How much? 0.5417. So capital P is what? The smokers are equally likely. Population proportion of smokers in the city equally likely means what? Non-smokers are equals to smokers. So both are having the probability 0.5, 1 by 2. Q is equal to 1 minus P. That 1 minus 0.5, 0.5. Null hypothesis H naught. The number of smokers and non-smokers are equal in the city. Alternative hypothesis. So the question you read once again. This is very important. Does this information support the conclusion that the majority, the word majority is used. Majority is means what? More than. So more than means what? A right tail test you have to apply. Here minority of men if he gives is P less than 0.5. Less of men if he gives the adjective, you have to use a left tail test. Here majority is given, so P greater than 0.5. This you have to remember. This should you remember. It's very, very important. This majority term causes this term is very, very important. So majority, so a right tail test we have to apply like this. Please note this point. So accordingly we can calculate the test statistic. That value is 2.04, and for one tailed test, right or left, the absolute value we have to consider 1.645. The calculated value is more than that, the tabular value. Reject H naught means what? Majority of men in the city are smokers. What is H naught? The smoking habits are equally likely we have taken, right? The number of smokers and non-smokers are equal in the city, but the calculated value is greater than that of the available, the specific tabular value. So we have to reject the null hypothesis. When we accept the null hypothesis, when the calculated value less than the tabular value. Similarly, a die problem, a die was thrown 9,000 times, and of these 3,220 yielded a 3 or 4. Is this consistent with the hypothesis that the die was unbiased? See here, how many times the die is thrown? 9,000 times. Proportion of success 3,220 by 9,000, 0.3578. Population proportion of success, we getting 3 or 4? 3, 1 by 6, 4, 1 by 6. Both are right, they are disjoint, so that there is no common element is there. 1 by 6 probability of A union B is equal P of A plus P of B. 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, how much? 0.33 capital P. In this way you have to construct in the proportion problem. So unbiased means what? The alternative hypothesis will be always not equals to type. So H naught, the die is unbiased. P is not equal to 1 by 3, to 2 tail test we have to apply. And the calculated value is more than that of the tabular value. Whenever the calculated value above 4, always reject H naught. Right now, above 4 and above 3. So the tabular values are always, the maximum tabular value is 2.58. Whenever you are getting the calculated value above 3 and above 4, automatically your H naught will be rejected. In the sense that, what happens? The die will be biased, showing some wrong results. It is not a fair die. These are some of the examples related to this category. Test statistic is what? Small p minus capital P by root PQ by n. What is small p? Once again I am emphasizing sample proportion. Capital P is what? Population proportion. Root PQ by n is called what? Standard error. That is your like standard deviation. And whenever you are using, you are multiplying with the critical value with the standard error, it is called maximum error. It's called the maximum error. This way, we can give the conclusions very easily for a single proportion. For a single proportion. One more example, a manufacturer claims that only 4% of his products are defective. A random sample of 500 were taken, among which 100 were defective. How many non-defective items are there? 400 items are non-defective. Test the hypothesis at 0.05 level. So that the company X is equal to 100, N is equal to 500, proportion X by N, 0.2, capital P is equal to how much? 0.04. How come? It is Q is equal to 1 minus P, 0.96. See, 4% of his products are defective. He is given capital P. Overall 4%. Q is equal to 1 minus P, 0.96. Null hypothesis H naught always protects the manufacturer's claim. P is equal to 0.04. And alternative hypothesis, H to the hypothesis set 500 were taken. Manufacturer claims that only 4% of his products are defective. If the defectiveness is more than 4%, what happens? It is non-defective. So greater than type we have to consider. Defectiveness only 4%. Less than 4% is allowed. If above 4% defective items are there, H naught will be rejected. Above means what? Greater than type. Students can easily understand. If the defective nature is more than 4%, it is against the manufacturer's claim. So P greater than 0.04. Z is equal to test statistic. How much? It's a huge value. 18.26 absolute value I am talking. That value is obviously greater than the tabular value. Tabular value maximum is 2.58. So that reject H naught. What is that? Company claim is wrong. In short, which is correct? H1 is correct. The defectiveness is more than 4%. Reject H naught. Some of the examples are mentioned in the text I have forwarded to you, that heading with testing of hypothesis 2. This way we have to consider the confidence interval. So students, there is a possibility of asking a question on, this is called the maximum error. This value is called the maximum error, this value. And only this value is known as the standard error. With the product with the critical value into the standard error is called the maximum error. This is the circled value is called only the standard error in the proportion. Similarly, there in your sample single mean and two means also we have discussed the confidence interval x bar plus or minus z alpha by 2 into that standard error. What is the standard error? Sigma by root n. Sometimes sigma we are taken. That formulas you have to remember. Okay. So this way we can easily calculate things, whether you have to accept the null hypothesis or reject the null hypothesis. Example number 13 is also 20 people were attacked by a disease and only 18 survived. Will you reject the hypothesis that the survival rate if attacked by this disease is 85% in favor of the hypothesis? Now the disease is corona is going on. This is the best example to test whether the disease, how they are spreading, how the information is correct or not. Survival rate is attacked by this disease is 85% in favor of the hypothesis that is more than at 5% level. Just I am comparing with the present scenario. See, if you assume this present scenario, you can understand very easily. What is the sample size? 20. Number of survived people, how many? 18 from the disease. Proportion of survived people, 18 by 20. 90% of the people are survived from the disease. And capital P is equal to how much? Company's claim is how much? The government claim is 85%. Then capital Q is equal to 1 minus P, 0.15. Null hypothesis always protects the company's claim. Right now, this is the company or a departmental issue or a government or a country issue, a disease I am talking. Capital P is equal to 0.85. Capital Q is equal to 0.15. Null hypothesis always protects the problem claim. Capital P is equal to 0.85. If the more than 85% by the disease is 85%, survival rate is more than 85%, that will be wrong. So P greater than 0.85. Right tail test. Greater than means what? Right tail test. Less than means left tail test one has to consider. Once again, read the question once again. 20 people were attacked by a disease and only 18 survived. 18 by 20. Survival rate is how much? 90%. Will you reject the hypothesis that the survival rate if attacked by the disease is 85% in favor of the hypothesis that it is more at 5%? More is used, the word more is used, right? that more causes right tail test. Whenever the word more is used, we have to apply the right tail test. Here the line more is there. More is there. This line more, right? Now, move this, the calculated value 0.625 less than the tabular value. Accept the null hypothesis. Suppose, so far we are taking one proportion. Suppose he is given in a problem a two proportions. Suppose two large samples of sizes n1 and n2 are taken respectively from two different populations. To test the significant difference between the sample proportions, like a two means problem, two proportion problem. Test statistic Z is equal P1 minus P2 root over PQ 1 by N1 plus 1 by N2, where P is equal to the pooled value N1 P1 plus N2 P2 by N1 plus N2, or N1 P1 is X1, N2 P2 is X2, then Q is equal 1 minus P. Test statistic will be, this is the formula. You have to remember this formula, you have to remember. It's an important formula. Important formula. So now, just for identification, I am writing like this. Now, see the problem, one example I will narrate here. Random samples, random samples of 400 men and 600 women were asked whether they would like to have a flyover. This is an important problem of flyover near their residence. 200 men and 325 women were in favor of the proposal. Test the hypothesis that the proportions of men and women in favor of the proposal are same at 5% level. So first construct N1 is equal to how much? Write the data in figures. N1 is equal to 400, N2 is equal to 600. Proportion of men 200 by 400 0.5. Proportion of women P2 is equal to 325 by 600. Their opinion out of 600, right? Of 600, random sample of 400 men, here men, 600 women. So null hypothesis always shows the statement of equality. Assume that there is no significant difference between the option of men and women in as far as the proposals of flyover is concerned. Their opinions are the same. That is H0, P1 is equal to P2 is equal to P. Alternative hypothesis, their opinions differs. Two-tailed. Differs means what? Not coinciding. P1 is not equals to P2. It is not less than. It may be less than. It may be greater than. Opinion I am talking. So P1 is not equals to P2. Test statistic. Z is equal to P1 minus P2 by root over PQ into 1 by N1 plus 1 by N2. Above highlighted formula. P value. This way you have to calculate N1 P1 plus N2 P2 by N1 plus N2. Once you know P value, we can easily calculate Q value. 1 minus P. Get the test statistic value. It is negative. Though it is negative, take the absolute value. Take the absolute value. Absolute value how much? 1.28. Here it is. Absolute value 1.28. Mod Z less than 1.96. Why 1.96? The tabular value from the normal distribution, two-tailed test for 5% level, it is 1.96 always. According to normal distribution table. What is the meaning of that? 95% probability. 95% probability means what? 95 half. How much? 0.475. 0.475 area will be occupied with the critical value 1.96. 0.475 probability which matched with 1.96. You verify in your table. Two-tailed test in your normal distribution. Yeah. This way, one more example. A manufacturer of electronic equipment subject samples of two completing brands of transistors to an accelerated performance test 45 of 180 transistors of the first kind and 34 of 120 transistors of the second kind fail the test. What can be concluded at the level of significance? Alpha is equal, this is alpha is equal to 0.05 about the difference between the corresponding sample proportions. So first write the descriptive problem in mathematical way. N1 is equal to how much? 180, and x1 is equal to how much? 45. N2 is equal to how much? 120. X2 is equal to 34. Calculate the proportion P1 as well as P2. Then pooled proportion value P, N1 P1 plus N2 P2 by N1 plus N2. That value will be 0.263. Automatically Q is equal to how much? P plus Q, the probability value, pooled probability with the help of the proportions. Q is equal to 1 minus P. Null hypothesis, always the two proportions, there is no significant difference. P1 is equal to P2. What is P1 is equal to P2? What is the meaning of that? Difference between the corresponding sample proportions he is asking as far as their electronic equipment subject samples are concerned. Level of significance 0.05. Test statistic that is equal to P1 minus P2 by root over PQ1 by N1 plus 1 by N2. Calculate the value, take the absolute value. Absolute value. Absolute value 0.647. Here it is available. The tabular value is 1.96. So company claim is correct. That is calculated value less than the tabular value. Whenever the calculated value is less than 3, so you have always there is a possibility of H0 support. If it is more than 3, then immediately it is depends upon the tabular value only. Always H0 will be accepted because the calculated value is less than the tabular value, like that. Some of the other examples are also there. I have sent this PDF in your Google class. Just go through it. In a similar way, so many examples are given. Null hypothesis. The way is what? First, write the null hypothesis. Always null hypothesis. There is no difference. Assume that the sample proportions are equal. Alternative hypothesis depends upon the problem. Right now, if there is any superiority or inferiority is there, superiority right tail, inferiority left tail, no such comparison is there, then two tail. Like that H1, P1 is not equals to P2 type, test statistic, you have to calculate. The last problem, we will read out once again. If two large populations, there are 30% and 25%, whenever percentages are given, it is directly understand that this problem comes under proportions, respectively of a haired people. Is this difference likely to be hidden in samples of 1200 and 900 respectively from the two populations? That problem is very, very important. See the calculations. The calculations P1, P2 is calculated, everything. Calculated values are mentioned, the places, right? This way, two large population, there are 30% and 25% respectively of fair-haired people. Is this difference likely to be hidden in samples of 1200 and 900 respectively from the two populations? Calculate P1, P2, construct the null hypothesis, construct the alternative hypothesis. P1 is not equals to P2. Why P1 is not equals to P2? See the question. In the question, what is given? The given is this difference likely to be hidden in samples of 1200 and 900 respectively from the two populations? Hidden means what? If there is any difference between them, that is P1 is not equals to P2 type, the calculated value will be P1 minus P2 by P1 Q1 by N1 plus P2 Q2 by N2. Right? The percentages are given. You have to apply this kind of formula. Earlier, pooled probability is calculated. Whenever percentages are given, it's a different problem. P1 Q1 by N1 plus P2 Q2 by N2. Z calculated 2.55, Z table 1.96. Once again the calculated value is greater than the tabular value. Reject the null hypothesis. Reject the null hypothesis H naught at 5% level of significance to tail test. That is, the sample proportions are not equal. Thus we conclude that a difference in population proportions is unlikely, that the real difference will be hidden. There is a difference is there between the two selected proportions. These are the some of the examples from exercise. Some of the examples we try to do independently these problems, right, for better understanding, and answers are also there, right. Do practice. This is the textbook. This is the data I am selected from the textbook, Probability and Statistics by S. Chand, publishes by Professor T.K.V. Iyengar. Is written this textbook, Probability and Statistics. Thank you, students. We will meet in the next class to discuss about the small samples testing of hypothesis.